to the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Hey, 73.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from 37, here's 2nd and 8. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
180! What's up?
They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And he finds some space, tackles after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 3.
180! What's up?
On the ground, we'll go with Rashad White, the back out of Arizona State. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
First and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9.
180!
Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he'll take this one in. Bucky Irving, touchdown Buccaneers. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes struggles too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Levante David doing his work on defense.
Two-yard gain brings up second down at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Hurts finding Smith and an eagle. First down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. It'll bring up third down.
At the 26. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Brings up second down.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Man in motion is Brown. On play action, here's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
They'll run it. It's over. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
That's good. Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Right back to Irving. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
It is second and 6. Here's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Baker going to hand it to White and pick up 3 or maybe 4. John Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama, there for the stop.
Is now second and 6 at the 37-yard line.
So after 1, the Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On to the second. Buccaneers in possession of the football. They've got it second down and 6 to begin. Now the shotgun. Mayfield. That's Cotton. Open downfield. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Irving. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward, gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Quick throw on the RPO is complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing is Baker. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Watch out!
Back into the air. It's Mayfield. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Here's Hurts. Open man downfield is Smith. And he will score. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 10-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. A pass pulled in by Irving. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, a run with Irving. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
5. Mayfield to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The thing is, the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. So from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get back to Wilson. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Hurts delivers it quick to Brown, and he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Hurts will try it again. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down. Man in motion is Smith. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he looks... to be a bit short of the line, and that is going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. Now a stoppage for an injured player, and it's Saquon Barkley who appears to be shaken up. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Off the play fake, Hurts. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. Good good for an Eagles first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Now it's 2nd and 1.
Good. 73. 73. Round up, get it.
Fake the give, now it's Hurts. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Devontae Smith, touchdown Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. He'll go over the middle and find his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
14 yards.
A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st down is Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irvin. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
2nd down at the 44-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw is Mayfield. Down the field, it's Evans. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal.
180.
To throw is Mayfield. He'll find his running back, White. A 2nd down, and he is in. Rashad White. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack. You certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. Caught downfield by Smith. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. On first down, it's Hurts. Now a shot here deep middle. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Let's go. Trimmer.
Looks like a design run. Hurts has it. Oh, a loose football. The Bucs have it. He's inside the 40. Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. Drive begins with a run by White. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Here's Irving. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet she's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
On second down, Baker. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
Third down and 9. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
determined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Jones on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And that's going nowhere. Thrown down, literally and awkwardly, right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Back up to his own goal line. Hurts. That's right side. He's got Calcaterra. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Philadelphia.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Vita Vea in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll run it here with Saquon. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
They gave him the impossible task of being so far behind the sticks and saying, hey, go salvage this series. And he almost pulled it off. What a great run. And in most instances, it would be rewarded with the first down.
On third down, it's Hurts. That one caught by Smith. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Downfield, it's Wilson. And they're trying to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. We'll try again. It's second and 10. They run straight ahead with Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
So the key to these off-tackle style run plays, Mike, is you can't allow penetration. You cannot allow the defenders to get in your backfield because when they do, the play really has no chance and you end up going backwards.
Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is third and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That is pulled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. First and goal coming up.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Good blocking, and he's pinned. Bayless Jones. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The score, Buccaneers 24, Eagles 21.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return is Trey Palmer. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Give. This is Irving. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 18 yards. A great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
A really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll go again here with Irving. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. Brings up second down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. Now a toss left side for White. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Josh Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama. There for the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and inches. On play action, Mayfield. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 14 yards on that pass play there. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
3rd and very short. For how many years, Mike, have we seen either turn it around and hand it to your running back to get the tough yard, or nowadays leave it in the hands of your quarterback for a quarterback sneak or a tush push or whatever you want to call it. But instead, they get him out on the perimeter, give him kind of a run-pass option of sorts, and he's able to pick up the first down there with a nice completion.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Irving now gets it to start the 4th. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled the season output. He now has 4. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Velus Jones now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Putting the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's to the sideline and hauled in by Smith. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Looking middle, and he's got Brown. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Game on. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
They've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for that.
On 1st down, here's Irving. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Point it right. Under pressure. 180.
From the pistol, a give to White. And he'll get about 5.
He tackles at the 34-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's certainly not for the lack of trying, but these guys are having a really hard time getting on the same page right now. I mean, he's still looking for his first catch. despite getting a handful of targets going his way.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4.
Hey, alert 33.
Throwing is Mayfield. Caught left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mayfield to throw. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
2nd down throw from Mayfield. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
180.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. He's got it about the 8. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
180. Stop.
Here's a run. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So you can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
His kick is good. He got it. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get free.
And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it will come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Open man, downfield is Smith. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground now with Jones. And he goes through the initial contact, lines up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Here comes Barkley. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Jones. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Trim it.
Tight end going in motion here. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this to Calcaterra. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
What's the play call here? 4th down and 7. Man in motion is Smith. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. They'll run with Jones. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the 4th. Here comes 2nd down.
Trim it.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
This crowd into it now. It's 3rd and 2. Man in motion is Smith. Hurts now on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Just a tremendous finish to what's been a tremendous game, Mike. I mean, not only did they get that late touchdown here in the final stages, but here with time winding down, they're an extra point away from taking the lead and likely coming away with a big victory.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Run. I got it.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean.
If they lose this game, this is going to be one of those possessions that they're going to get on the bus thinking about. I mean, you just can't let drives go to waste, especially at this stage of the game, Mike. I mean, now it's up to the defense. Can they go out there, bail the offense out, and close this game?
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort and come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you called my name, you wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. But that's your fault, hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon. You know I need me some room for chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do, girl. Hell no, it ain't you, girl. Yeah, I've heard it before and I know that it hurts. Baby, you ain't the first girl who tried to tighten.
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And able to get this out to the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He didn't expect this year to be any different.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try to run forward Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Barkley inside handoff. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try the right side here. Barkley fighting through. He's got space. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their head.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him to make sure that they had him. And, boy, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, what's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Don't jump. Ready?
To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. You see the numbers, all those carries. If you get that many carries in the drive, you better finish it with a touchdown, and he did.
Yeah, and deservedly so, right? Because we've seen times like the Carolina Panthers, sometimes Jonathan Stewart to carry the ball all the way down, and when Cam, he's such a great goal line runner, he'll carry it in. But in this case...
This is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 70 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of two ways. Either by running routes at him that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run underneath so that he doesn't get depth. Then you throw it over the top, and boy, what a successful play that was.
And oh, it's wide right. No good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, you don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nolan Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
McNamara in punt formation for the Jets.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Start on the ground, Paul. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Fields now to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Fields, such an athletic quarterback, gets him the 1st. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now inside the 25. And they will finally bring this one back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now A terrific opportunity inside the 5. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith with an amazing diving catch. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. Oh, there's some trickery. They fake the spike. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First down.
From the gun, here's Fields. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
At the 48-yard line.
Here's Fields. Fighting to stay upright. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Taking down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here's Austin McNamara now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That one downfield for Dotson. And that's going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Folks, kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the 2nd half. All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
Fields. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
They're going to run it with Barkley, and he is not going to get in there. He stops. To the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Jets 6. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Jets set to take the field. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, Side.
They'll give it to Hall to start the drive. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go, Side.
Here's Fields. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it
under pressure, they got him again. Nolan Smith bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Formation for the Jets.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, that's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books because of that pace, this type of efficiency. Oh, yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Elliott on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Those are the ones the offense... Coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his well a rest.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys here as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker.
the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to.
The gun is made, complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, 29 yards. And the Eagles start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Hall will give up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd down and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Fields. Flushed out right. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Switch it up here and look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Jeremiah Trotter Jr. on coverage.
Looking to throw. Fields. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
On the coverage.
Back to throw. Fields. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here to the big lead in the 4th quarter. On the pass, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. A handoff to Barkley. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
An 8-yard pickup. And an Eagle first down.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
319.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll be brought down to about the 42. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Fields. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.